Is that Trevor?
It is.
Hey, it's Paul Brandt. Sorry,
What a
I'm
nice
late.
Christmas surprise. So what's Christmas looking like for you guys?
Oh man, it's such a great time for us. I mean, I think everyone, just loves this time of year for the most part, and for me, it's kind of doubly special because I met my wife Christmas Eve 1995.
Oh, wow.
It was the first time that I laid eyes on her and was absolutely smitten and knew that she was going to be the one, and I'm glad she agreed. And so we always, celebrate that this time of year on top of just getting to see it, through the eyes of our kids now. And so it's a pretty exciting time for us.
Lots of family traditions, a lot of gatherings, that sort of thing going on for you guys?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I had a pretty grumpy old grandpa, back in the day, and he was the kind of guy who was just sort of, I think the word they use for it is curmudgeon-y. He always kind of was grumpy most of the time, and he had this tradition of, no one could open the presents until you got to the bottom of the stocking and ate the mandarin orange in the bottom of the stocking. This was his thing. And he would be the first one up Christmas Day, just waiting for everyone to get there. So like even with someone like him, it was almost a Scrooge character. You would see the spirit of Christmas and him just becoming a kid again. And so we love celebrating that with our family every year.
Do you continue the mandarin orange tradition?
It's still a thing.
Nice.
Still a thing. So yeah, we get to tell a story about grumpy old grandpa during that time, and the kids seem to love it. And it's just I think for us a really special time of year too, because that time of year when I met Liz, we met at a church that she was attending and my parents had just started attending. And we go back to that church. We've been back to that church many times over the years. And that Christmas Eve, we were both asked to sing at that church before we had really even met each other. And so music is an important part of it for us too. We often go back to that church to sing, but music is always a big part of it for us too in celebrating the season.
And so professionally, you got a huge tour coming up next year?
Yeah, it's a little bit busy right now. We're kind of dotting our I's and crossing our T's. The band's working hard, and we're getting all the details together to make sure this is the biggest party that Canada's ever seen. And pretty excited. High Valley, Jess Moskaluk, Hunter Brothers. It's going to be. My goal is that this is going to be the best concert by Canadian country music artists that Canada has ever seen, and they're all up for the challenge. And we're just going to go out there and just leave it all on the stage. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you put winter tires on the
you better believe
tour
it.
bus?
We may have chains with us too.
You picked an interesting time to go across Canada, that's for sure.
Well, it's definitely one of those things where you're trying to fit all these schedules together at the same time and fit shows in between hockey season on top of that. It's a challenge, but we were able to work it out, and I'm just glad to be able to bring the journey tour to everybody.
Awesome. Well, we just wanted to check in with all of our favorite artists, and thank you for the great music of 2018, and the new stuff with Lindsay L is just fantastic, obviously, and we get a chance to hear lots of your Christmas music as well this time of year. So
it was exciting we did a single called "There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays" and put that out just for kind of a fun remake, an up-tempo remake of that song, and then I got to sing with Jess Moskaluk on her new Christmas album as well. So yeah, it's fun to celebrate. I appreciate you guys taking the time to catch up, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody on the road. Merry Christmas to you.